Okay, so the next thing is, partner squeaking his dog around the corner, chewing on his little lamb chop. Right, Vader? Anyway, so the next big thing that I have here, and I wish the camera would just focus, is I have a sim rig set up. So I got this because, going out and driving your car all the time on the track and doing all the back roads can just become tiring and also expensive. So I want to kill the time and also hopefully maybe get better at driving by getting one of these. So as of right now, you can say, why didn't he have a screen, triple screens, and why does he have VR? It's because I just wanted to. I kept saying for the last 2 years that I'm gonna get a sim rig. I want to get a sim rig. I'm gonna get a sim rig, and one I mapped out was gonna cost thousands of dollars. And I was like, I'll never save up that amount with all the other stuff I going on. So let me just start small with something entry level and build upon it. So what I got here, the most expensive part is the GTR simulator rig. You can get these on Amazon, but I bought it directly from them. And with the military discount, which is about $100, I got their GTR Pro simulator. This cost $575 shipped to my door, and it included the seat and the full stand plus a keyboard tray. And what else did I have? I think I also included I know it's a keyboard tray. Oh, and a seat slider. So the keyboard tray costs about $90. Seat slider costs about $60. So all that costs about $575 together shipped. So that costs about $675 if you didn't have a military discount. I just got a little cheap wheel, a Thrustmaster TX. I forgot what the number is, but it's their cheap one. It's force feedback. It does its job for right now. I got it off Facebook Marketplace for about $70. I think brand new costs about 120 or 140 or something like that. The pedals on it come with it. Doesn't have a clutch pedal, but it's actually relatively cheap. I almost broke it probably my first or second day by stepping on the brake pedal too hard, and I heard a little crack. So when I get to upgrading this, I think the pedals will be first. But other than that, I want to it's got a lot of room for upgrading. Right now I'm trying to mount joystick, a HOTAS that I have over there, a Cytec X52 Pro, I believe. So I got the throttle mounted. I gotta figure out how to get the actual joystick mounted. And I have a little kit right here that I need to put together and figure out how to mount it. But anyway, this is all about car racing. So as of right now, I have a 45-inch screen monitor, and that's what I'm going to be using until I get a bigger screen and bring it closer. I'm probably not going to do triple screens. I'm probably just going to do a bigger screen and then eventually go VR much later down the road. But as of right now, it's doing the job. This thing is very sturdy. Very, I wouldn't say easy to build, but it wasn't that hard. And I'm having tons of fun using my gloves, and I'm playing the game Project Cars 2. So I'm on this for hours at a time, and I'm probably about to get on here in a second. So that's what it's been. A very expensive month, $1,900 to fix a torque tube issue again. About 300 and let's see, $350 to get a new coilover plus a top to the other coilover. $350 to get someone else to install it. $300 for new tires, and that include the 350 with the coilovers included installing new tires. So, and then this rig $575, $70 here. Buying Project Cars 2, which is another $60. So it's been an expensive month, but I think it's gonna be really well worth it. I know I'm rambling here. If any of you guys actually want to see any footage of me driving on here and trying to get better and see what I can do, just comment and I'll post some videos of me actually driving. If you haven't been to the channel before, please like, please subscribe. I know this has been going on for this video's been going on for a while, but thank you for watching. Okay, so we're here in Project Cars 2, and I'm just going to show you some of my favorite cars and why they're some of my favorite cars. So this one immediately pop up is the Lamborghini Huracan. It's kind of like my favorite road car to drive. If you ever hear it in the game or get experience to the game, it has a great sound. Like the developers of this game were perfect on capturing that V10 sound from the Lamborghini Huracan. So with that being said, whenever I do GT3 races, I always pick the Huracan GT3 as my online racing car. It's not the best, but it's just what I like. I mean, to be honest with you, I usually finish like, 10th out of 13th or 10th out of 15th or 11th out of 15th. I finished kind of far down the pack because I'm still getting used to racing online. So my favorite GT3 car is the Lamborghini Huracan. Favorite road car is the Huracan. But I also, of course, know on this channel, I do have a great love for the C7R. It's actually the car I drive best in. It's not a GT3 car experience, it's a GTE car for endurance, but it performs great, and I do my best times on this with this car. The Corvette Z06 actually sucks really bad on this game, and it's just terrible. Never drive that car. So as of right now, Lamborghini Huracan favorite road car, GT3 favorite GT3 car, the Huracan. C7R is also a great car, and then there's probably the one other car I really like driving is the AMG GTR. It's a good road car to drive as well. It's kind of finicky. It's like if you shift gears in the middle of a turn, even though it's supposed to be a dual clutch transmission, it would actually lose traction. Same thing with the GT3 version. It's just like a wonky Kong, but the sounds that it emits in the game are great, and it has predictable handling. Like you can figure it out pretty quickly on how to handle this car. Like the downshifts with all the pops, just like it does in real life, are exactly there in the game. And the last car, I know say that was my last car, but the last car I actually enjoy to drive is actually the BMW 1M. It's actually, I'm sorry about that. It is actually a fun little car to drive as well. But other than that, I haven't ventured into too many other cars. I mean, I've driven some other ones around here. It's just that as you every time you pick a different car, you really got to learn how it behaves and how it acts in the game before you can start putting out decent lap times and race competitively. It has a lot of cars in this game of various different classes. Another car is the Ford Mustang, to be honest with you. The GT4 version is what I'm using in career mode, and it handles actually pretty well. Same thing for the road car version, has pretty well and predictable. Kind of handles predictably to like my C6 in real life. But yeah, this car has this game has a lot of different cars. One brand of cars that I can't figure out how to drive are like these hyper cars. So like the Enzo, the the McLaren P1, the 720S, and like the Ford GT, those really the Ferrari LaFerrari, those cars I cannot figure out how to handle in this game. They have so much straight line speed that it's really hard for to determine based off my rig how fast I'm really going into these turns, because 170, 150 miles an hour doesn't feel any different from 30 miles an hour while you're sitting in this chair, and my cheap little steering wheel is not giving me a lot of feedback. But enough of me rambling on. If you guys do want to see more content on like watching me drive and try to provide any commentary on top of that, just send me a little comment, and I can try not to turn this channel into like one of those sim racing channels. But I mean, I could just show you kind of how I'm doing and how I'm driving or how bad I'm sucking. One thing I do notice from driving in this game, it does help translate into real life. I was driving on this game for a little bit, and I went and did a cruise in my C6, and I immediately felt more confidence in the brakes. It's really hard how to pick up the lines. It's hard to explain, but these games definitely help you with your staying on top of your driving, and it can only get better from here as you upgrade your setup and get into games that have better physics, such as R Factor 2 or iRacing or stuff like that. But yeah, so go ahead and close out this segment of the channel. If you haven't been to the channel before, please like, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.